Action Park
Media.
All right, welcome back. Victory, the podcast. I'm Doug Ellen.
Kevin Dillon, victory! We're back, baby.
I know, long hiatus. Long hiatus.
Oh,
We're back.
man.
Where
I
you
missed
been?
you. I never thought I'd say this, but I actually missed you guys.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, what's been going on, bro? Talk to us. You go first.
Dude, I've done a couple movies that I can't talk about because of the strike.
You've crossed the picket line multiple times.
Oh, I haven't done anything since the strike, but we're not allowed to even talk about it. But you could go check it out.
Just Google
There's
Kevin
a movie
Dillon.
out there. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I
you
get
can't
it.
talk about it. I've
You're not
been
allowed to
playing a
promote
lot
it.
of golf, hitting the ball well.
I got to tell you, I'm totally for the union, but I'm not really for this like bury your past movie and don't promote it when
Me neither.
I just don't get it.
That doesn't make a ton of sense. But I
No,
guess that's the only way to punish the streamer.
Yeah, it's
you know?
really punishing them. Meanwhile, they got all these waivers, and I know Wahlberg's doing a movie for $20 million in Australia.
They're like
while
giving-
everyone's
Is he?
starving.
Well, no, they're
Yeah,
giving. They're
I just saw him.
They're
I just saw him.
giving out waivers.
I went to his charity golf event in Detroit.
How was that?
It was great, man. We had a great time.
How'd you
Had some
shoot?
laughs. I played well. I'm hitting the ball really good right now.
And then you did a month-long stint in New York, yeah?
Yeah,
How was
Yeah.
that? Well,
it was
talk.
great.
You play
man.
golf?
It was great. Wing foot every day. Great golf course. The family. It was great.
Did
A
you
little
tell
hot.
Mark?
It was a
Did you
little
tell
steamy.
Mark you'd like to do a reboot of a
Yes.
show called Entourage? Okay.
Yes, but I'm not allowed to talk about that, am I?
Oh, I guess
That would be.
That would be a tough way to throw
Oh,
it
yeah,
out
I
throw it out the
casually
window.
said.
Are we allowed to say
fuck?
fuck HBO now or no? Oh,
No,
Connolly.
don't ever
No,
say that.
No, we're on the positive.
Doug,
We're on the. By the way, this is the
We
new
love HBO.
version.
The
We
new
love-
version.
of
All right.
Victory, where we're going to be very positive. Dylan, is it true that you got sick?
What do you mean? Yeah, I had shingles, dude.
Oh,
It was
Jesus.
fucking horrible,
you
man.
old motherfucker.
You know you're old when you
Talk,
get shingles.
talk to me about shingles.
Well, it's basically chicken pox. So it's been sitting in my body for 53 years.
Like
It just-
herpes.
it is a virus. It is
Jesus.
it's a herpes virus.
Great mother.
But it
By the way,
comes out.
notice how Dylan didn't even blink at
Well,
that. He's like,
no,
no. The
it's-
herpes is
no.
much
Super,
worse than this.
I realized when they put
super.
me on Valtrex, I was like, "What the fuck is going on here? I don't got herpes." They go, "Well, it's actually a form of."
Is that true?
yeah.
Valtrex?
Yeah,
I actually
But
got the
now
herpes. I
still
not
have
herpes.
it.
I
You got the herpes too,
you
bro?
got herpes. You just
No,
admitted it.
I got the shingles
Jesus
vaccine.
Christ.
I got the shingles vaccine.
Good call, dude.
So was it bad?
Oh, dude, it still hurts a little bit.
So what, like scabs?
I didn't have a big breakout,
Yeah.
but it's inside. It was like my kidneys, and my.
Ooh.
So there, it's
And
not
it got
on the
swollen in
exterior.
there.
It's not
There
on
was
the
a little
exterior.
bit of shingle on the exterior, but I didn't even notice it.
red
I went in
bump?
there thinking I had kidney stones or something.
No, it's not a bump, right? If you get it, it's like a scab, right?
It looks like shingles on a roof, a scabby shingles on a roof.
I've
but I
heard-
barely noticed mine at all. But
I have heard that it is one of the most painful things that a human being can go through.
it is so bad, man.
It's like, but is it like sharp pain or like cramping pain?
It's
What-
like constant. It felt like I was a burn victim. I hate to say that with Hawaii, it's going on, but I felt like I was burned down the left side of my body. It will only attack one half of your body at a time.
Oh, it's like your
I-
good
I-
side of your face.
Yeah, the whole left side. You could get it on the face. Thank God I didn't. But I mean, that's people could
Well,
go
speaking-
blind
when
from it.
when I spoke to Dylan, I said, "Kev, what's going?" He said, "Oh man, I had shingles." I'm like, "Fuck, what's that like?" He said, "It feels like my body's on fire." I said, "Where?" He said, "On the golf course." And then he
That
said,
didn't stop me from
and then
playing
he
golf.
Said, and then he said, "Casey, I hate to do this to you, but I'm looking at a pretty legit birdie shot right now, birdie putt. So I'm gonna have to get on the phone with you and call you back later." So
Well,
Kev,
meanwhile,
By the way,
speaking
I
about
With
made,
shingles
I
hit
made that
birdies.
putt and I got it. Someone taped it. It's funny. I got to show you guys.
Good job.
the
good job.
shingles birdie.
Well, meanwhile, speaking of shingles, my roof did not hold during the rains. How about
What?
that?
During the
Oh,
hurricane.
Wait.
Yeah.
Which roof are we talking about?
At my house.
Which house?
Well,
This
here.
one here?
Yeah, this one here. Yeah.
The
so I-
hurricane.
I-
What'd you guys
Because
think
they
of the
got
hurricane?
hit in the desert too, right?
I had
Desert got banged up.
I'm actually okay in the desert. Here, I have a room that's destroyed. So
boy.
terrible. My whole TV room is ruined, and I've got people there, and
Man, your entertainment centers.
yeah.
Oh no.
Sorry to hear about
It's been
that.
a
bro.
rough one. I mean, and I've
Oh,
got
man.
I've got a.
I wish I had my
Insurance.
piano in here.
Insurance
bro.
covers
So you can
that,
play
right?
music?
Play a little love song, right?
Yeah,
His
violin
TV
action.
room, his TV room got a little banged up.
On one of his many houses.
We had a leak in the office. Scotty and I were in here battling
Really?
the elements. Scotty's ceiling collapsed in the office.
Oh,
And,
what?
Wow.
Yeah, well, that's a little dramatic. A chunk of the ceiling collapsed, but we were in here fighting the elements.
I
Save
didn't
the
hear
studio.
about this. Well, you guys have
it
done
was
great
hardly
things,
even a hurricane. I mean, It was the weakest hurricane I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I try to tell people that what
Here,
they don't.
I mean, it
well, they
wasn't
don't
weak
understand.
other
Like,
places.
yeah, of course, that's a weak hurricane in Florida, but LA is just not built for it. It's
Yeah.
the hills and
Well,
where's the
A,
water
it's
go?
not built for it. B, what the thing was, and not to go into complex details, there was so much water coming, even if it wasn't as rough. That's why I had some water go under a door too. I mean, I've been in this house 10 years. I've never had any issues. So obviously there was more water than normal. Did they need to be hysterical about it? I don't
Did
know.
you feel the earthquake during the hurricane?
Yeah, it actually upstaged the hurricane. The earthquake was bigger. It
A bigger deal.
seemed like a bigger deal to me.
Well,
The
Kevin,
hurricane.
I mean,
I
that thing
have
popped. It was
at
loud.
least, I mean, I have a fortune of damage from the whatever it is. So the hurricane was the top bill for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
So,
But insurance
The
got
hurricane.
you, right?
I mean, listen, I have insurance coming tomorrow. Hopefully that will be the case. The bottom line is, though, and I get it, third world, first world problems.
True.
The house is, I mean, I can't use
Yeah.
half of my house. So it's
No,
a
it
pain.
sucks.
And I
It
got a
sucks.
baby, and it's, it's tough.
Yeah.
That's not great. Today was Kennedy's first day of preschool.
Did you cry?
I did. I didn't. I didn't cry.
Jeez.
Did
I'm
she,
emotional, but
Are you? I've never seen you cry.
well,
Have you ever seen him
Did
cry?
she
'cause I'm
cry?
a man.
Is the important thing. Did she cry?
no, she didn't. She had like a moment, but she settled in pretty quick.
It's funny. I said to
They get
Connolly
distracted.
earlier.
There's a million kids. She
I'm
was
trying to
she thinks she's at a club.
Let me tell you something. First of all, I've been through this twice. There are kids that they don't get distracted. That are absolutely like cannot leave their parents.
Yeah.
Some aren't. But I said to Connolly, because I did it like a bit where I asked him the question, but I already knew the answer. I said, "Did you cry earlier?" And he just turned. He goes, "She needs this." I was like, "All right, okay."
She likes it.
She was happy to get away from you for a little while.
No, she likes to go in. She went in there. She got distracted immediately with something that some toy, and
Did any of the kids think you were one of them? I'm just asking.
No. I could have maybe squeezed in with the.
Did they try and put a diaper on you while you're
What is that movie? Kindergarten Cop? Is that what he? No,
Kindergarten
But
Cop.
no, he doesn't go back to what's a movie where they go back and pretend they're in high school and they're like 40. I mean, I know I've seen it like 12 times.
Well, there's
but-
like a bunch of Freaky Friday.
is that what happens in Freaky Friday?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. There's a bunch of versions of that.
Yeah.
Kev, you look good though. You got the full beard
I
going.
know, don't I? I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
do.
I would never know you have scars all over your inner body.
Here, let me show you. Let me show you my shingles. It sounds so bad.
It does. It sounds painful. It sounds terrible.
Oh,
Do you
it
have?
is,
Is there a visible shingle on you now?
No.
I don't want to see it, but are they
No,
gone?
there isn't. But you could see swelling. I mean, it
Right.
really my inside.
You sure that's not your gut?
I went to the emergency room to get it checked.
Oh,
Or you were in
Yeah.
pain, right?
I was in so much pain, and I thought it was something more. I was like, I think maybe my doctor missed it. I got to go to got the CAT scan, and it's just the shingles.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And did
It's bad
they
news.
really use Valtrex? Or was it,
Oh yeah, I had to take Valtrex.
You got to wipe it on your dick or no?
You're like, Jesus.
It's not an
Doug-
ointment.
Doug with
he
two-
thinks it's an ointment. Don't pretend like you don't know what it is, Doug. I mean,
Doug, I'm sure you have a lot of ointment laying around.
I know where you rub it.
All right, so I got to say, before we left for the hiatus that Connolly called without even
Yeah,
discussing it.
I thought it was fired.
I think we need. I think it needed to happen. I think we needed a little break. Look around. You see how the studio's
Looks
over.
the same to me.
Yeah, I don't
bro.
see a fucking
Come on, what are you
change.
talking about? Look
Talking
at, look at
The
the
only
wires.
thing that's different
The
is
wires. There's different wires.
No, there's no wires. We're way more
Okay.
remote.
The
and lean
only
and mean
thing
here.
that really
And we
I
have a
noticed so
couple new
far,
staffers.
there's a guy here. I don't want to say he looks like you, but he looks a little like you, and everyone's calling him E. And
Well,
I don't know
that's
if
his
this is a
name.
bit.
His name is E.
He was always E, or you've made him E.
I believe he was always E. Ethan, you care to jump on the microphone and introduce yourself here?
It's always been E. Hey guys,
Was
What
it
up, E?
Was it E
What-
because of Entourage or because of life?
life.
Wow. All
I
right.
mean, I was a producer at Fox Sports Radio, and the host
Ooh,
Anthony
big time.
Gargano, sports guy, called me E on the show, not knowing this whole connection.
Hey, tell Sloan I say what up. E.
Oh, by the way, Dillon, I joined Cameo.
Dillon, good.
Did you really?
Yeah, I joined Cameo.
How many
but-
sales?
Oh, 2.
I've been shut off.
I saw that.
Why?
Because I wasn't doing them. I get lazy and I stopped doing them.
I just don't
They
wanna-
ask for stupid things occasionally, and I'm like, I
They
can't
pay you
get-
$500,000 to sit in
I know.
your
I
fucking
should just
underwear and do
say.
this.
I
Would you-
should just
No.
say whatever I want.
No,
whatever.
but Dillon, Dillon, they're gonna have harder asks of Dillon, right? So I might have to
like
say,
mail your shingle to me.
No, Dylan's gonna have.
Well, that
to,
was another thing,
Dylan's
too,
gonna
is
have
the
to drop
shingles.
a
I just didn't
victory.
feel like doing
You're
it,
gonna
you
have
know?
to drop a victory, and you're probably gonna.
I
Have
don't
to make
mind the
some
victory. I got that
Jess
down. That's
You
fine.
two are the richest motherfuckers I've ever
No,
met.
I got
'Cause
two
You are
cameos.
so anti-money. If somebody would pay me to say, hey, have a happy birthday, Jeff. Like, I mean, how do you say no to that?
It's not. Nobody's requesting me.
Well, that's different.
Nobody's requesting me. Am I
Meanwhile,
charging
he's
too
like,
much
"Oh,
money?
my home theater got flooded. Oh, it's horrible.
It's like my TV room, my entertainment room.
my home theater."
I know I have another wing to the house, but that doesn't matter. The point is that currently,
Listen,
my
laugh
TV
at me all you want, and I'm not trying to impress anybody because we all know everybody's got their own situations. But I haven't worried about money in a long time now with the baby. All I think about is the future, and like Mark Teixeira said, private school's a fucking fortune. So my easy life it doesn't exist anymore.
You
so
just
I
gotta
actually
live in
need
the
to make
moment.
money.
You got to live in the moment.
Okay,
Put him in public
moment-
school.
This moment.
Like we had to do it.
yeah.
By the way, listen, today we were buzzing by the old elementary school. I gave Zula, I look like it. Just saying, it's not too far from the house.
Well, I know Connolly will give me a hard time about this, but someone tweeted at me because they went by John F. Kennedy High School in Belmore, Long Island, which is where I went, and they happened to notice. I'm just saying it's there, the Hall of Fame. I'm hanging in the rafters with Adam Schefter, both of us
Listen,
right there.
Here's the
Steve
only
Levy
thing I
also
want to
went
say
there.
about that. You are definitely a Hall of Famer from your high school. But
Okay.
didn't you guys start the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
You started. You
By
made
the way,
room
even
for
if
yourself.
you didn't, you're first, bro. You're
Yeah.
first
No, we
ballot.
paid
I'm
for
not
the
saying
whole
you're
event.
not,
We
but
paid
you
for the whole
guys,
event,
you
yeah.
guys made the Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah,
and then
yeah.
you put yourself in, and deservedly so.
I don't know if I deserved it or not, but I paid for it and I put myself in.
He's
and
number
I'm
one
sure
on the
it's-
list.
They launched it. You're part of the inaugural. By the way, I was
Yeah.
my inaugural. Dillon, are you in your high school Hall of Fame?
I don't know that there is one, but I'm
Dillon
gonna
didn't
start
finish
one.
high school.
Start one, bro.
Did you finish high school, Dillon?
I didn't actually. No.
And by the way,
But
I'm not,
I did-
by the way, I'm not
I
even
got
making
my-
you funny.
I got my diploma.
By the way, you had a career.
Okay, I
while
got
I was doing nothing
film
in high school.
career.
I got
bro.
my
was doing
diploma.
Oliver Stone.
Unlike my
films.
brother Matt, who didn't finish.
Yeah, and by the way, I did nothing in high school, and actually at the Hall of Fame thing, weirdly
you
enough,
started?
yeah, that I started. Like the principal, who was
It's
the
a
same
shame.
guy, was
It's a
like, "I
shame.
really didn't know you in high school." I go, "You know what? I didn't make a real academic mark on the place."
The worst part about it is you really do have a legitimate claim to the Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
but it kind of tarnishes it a little bit
That I
because you
paid
paid
for
for
it?
it. Yeah, but you didn't have to pay for it because you would have been in.
Maybe,
Like,
but I
if they
couldn't
were
wait.
going-
But he
if they
wouldn't
were-
have been in because they didn't have one.
But if,
so he had to start
but if they were
one.
going to say, all right, we got to put an inaugural class together, you would have definitely made the
Yeah,
inaugural
by the
class.
way-
But you just happen to be the guy that paid for it.
But by the way, just for
Weird.
starting the Hall of Fame, I belong in the Hall of Fame. Like the guy who started the Hall of Fame should get in the Hall of Fame, right?
just for starting.
No, he's
Yeah.
got to earn his way in there.
You
He
can't
can't
earned
just
it.
Hopefully,
decide
if you
to.
throw up decent numbers for them on the football field, then you'd have to have something
have to
else.
I did
check
not
your
play
stats.
football.
No,
in high
not
school.
you, but if it was just Joe Schmo that started it.
But Schefter's in there, and
And first ballot, come
Yeah,
on.
of
And
course.
Kenny Dichter, I mean,
I think they're taking him down.
he's getting it
getting
stripped from
removed.
him.
Yeah,
He's getting it
they're
stripped from him.
stripping it right
I saw
out of him.
Rob Weiss the other night. I don't know if he was Brooklyn, right?
No,
Queens?
no,
Rob's
Long
a
Island.
Long Island guy.
Baldwin.
He is Long Island.
Not
Yeah,
my
yeah,
high
yeah.
school, but we actually went to a different high school.
I
for
saw him
year
at a
together.
UFC fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
loves
for like
UFC.
the up and comers.
How'd it
You
go?
know, it was
Ew.
great, man. It was
What'd you
great.
say?
That's disgusting.
Were you excited to
Gross.
see him?
What kind of porn sites are you watching?
So Rob Weiss, anyone
Yeah,
who
no, it was great.
doesn't
Yeah, it
know,
was-
executive producer of the show,
Yeah.
Entourage.
yeah, he's a big. He brought his 6-year-old son to
Oh,
the
nice.
fights, and it was like a pretty violent event. And we were right up next to the cage.
I think
mean, it was
gotta get
intense.
going.
Man.
I mean,
By the way,
I think Weiss's kid is in the business now, right? I mean,
I don't know.
I
Well,
think
Weiss
I think he's
brought
rolling.
Weiss brought his then
Great kid.
3-year-old kid to the podcast. Who we have it on tape, but we recorded a podcast with his 3-year-old on his lap, which was
Episode 7.
interesting. So
Yeah.
did you hug
It's the
Weiss
same
when you
kid.
saw him?
Of course,
Of
it
course,
is.
it's the same kid, really.
I think it's the same kid. It's been a couple years now, Doug.
It's the same kid.
How's that adds up? The math adds
Did
up.
you hug
Yeah.
Weiss?
of course, I hugged him.
Did you tell him you were on Valtrex before you did? Or
Dude,
I think I might have got him shingles. You can't give someone shingles, by the way. You cannot give someone shingles.
you can give him
You
herpes.
can give him no. You can't give him herpes, but you can.
you
give
can
him,
give Weiss herpes. I mean, it would be a
if
bad
you had
scenario.
if I had herpes. I don't have it. You can maybe, Doug. But you know what? I could give someone chicken pox if they never had chicken pox.
Did you have the chicken pox when you were a kid?
I
Because you
believe-
can
Of
only get
course
it.
you
You
did.
can only get it once, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
but you
the
can
second
still,
time you get it, it's going to be shingles.
No, you still can get
same
shingles.
virus, same exact virus.
So it's like chicken pox on steroids. Like
You get the shingles from yourself. It's stress or something going on inside
Doug's
your
got
body
shingles.
that brings it back out.
I got
like your last herpes outbreak,
I
bro.
got the
Stress that
vaccination.
induces it.
I got the vaccination, so I have.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I don't.
Connolly's do.
For
These
what?
do.
Shingles?
Shingles.
Bite your tongue. What a terrible
You should get the vaccine. You really
Dude,
should.
I'm
By the way, Sean Avery, Action Park Media superstar podcaster, he was texting me because you see what's going on at Burning Man, which would have been an amazing episode, and I would have written that episode. It would have been
the
great.
floods at Burning Man.
But for some reason,
wasn't it overhyped? It wasn't that bad, right?
I think it was that bad. People were stranded there for 3 days. What do you mean?
What do you got, Dave?
So basically, it was so bad they were telling people to ration their food and water because it was so muddy you couldn't leave, you couldn't come in, you were trapped.
Wow.
Dillon went to ration shit. Would you have handed a Cheeto to anybody if they were starving?
No, a Cheeto. I'm eating that myself.
I think Dillon
Mostly
handles
hair.
that better than you and I put together.
Oh, my
I'd
God.
wipe my fingers on someone's back.
Dillon would make it out of there. I would be dead. But anyway,
Dillon
You
would
know what?
be the
I
last
hear
man. He'd come out with mud in his
Those
beard.
that stayed and just embraced it had a great time.
Those that lived in the moment.
that sounds like a nightmare to me. But Avery, for some reason, I might be wrong about who sent me this. For some reason, he wanted Connolly out of nowhere. He just texted me like, wouldn't it be great to see Connolly trapped at Burning Man? Something to that
I've been to
effect.
Burning Man twice.
No, I know, but trapped there. You and the heat
I was
and the
trapped
sun.
there. I was trapped there. I was miserable. I never had one pleasurable second.
But
You know, it's crazy too. On the way there were protesters, and there's one way in, one road in, and they decide to block up the road.
What were
So
they
there was so
protesting?
much
we
traffic to
flew
get
in.
into
We
Burning
flew
Man.
in.
Yeah, they would have protested you.
Cadillac problems for you too.
flew in.
We flew into
I
Burning
normally
Man.
park the plane in Doug's
2 hours
entertainment
away.
wing. In Doug's entertainment wing.
You guys
It
are
was
so
horrible.
rich.
It
It's
was horrible.
great
We got
how rich you are.
delayed.
But anyway, did you see this video? Because I thought it was amazing, and I was definitely extremely high when I watched it. But like Chris Rock and Diplo got stuck at Burning Man. They hiked 5 hours out with some guys. They're in the back of a pickup
I
truck.
saw the pickup truck.
It was
shot.
awesome though. Like I that would have been worth it to be.
I mean,
Chris looked like he was freezing in the
Chris
back
Rock
of that
is
pickup
so
truck.
miserable. He was like, fine,
was
I'll
smiling,
sit
but you
here.
could tell.
I'll sit here and run a couple bits if it gets me the fuck out of here. Is what Chris Rock
I
was
don't know.
doing.
He seemed much chiller than I would have been.
He looked cold. I'm with Kev.
He was shivering, dude. He was like,
But there was
"Yo,
probably everybody was just probably happy to be getting out of there.
Yeah.
You know,
they're all gonna come down with shingles.
dude. I went twice, and the first time was terrible. And then I thought, well, the second time has to be better, and the second time was equally as bad. And then I tapped out.
There is nothing that could get me
It's
to
hot. Yeah, no.
Burning Man.
But you,
Yeah.
I don't know, Doug. You there's phases in your life where maybe you would fit in. But I think Dillon.
I gotta do it. I
I
gotta
didn't
do
say
it
I
once.
wouldn't fit in.
I got to
said
do it
would
once.
like
I've never been to
I know
any
you're not
big
terribly
event, no
cool, but-
Woodstocks. I got to do something like that at one time.
I was at Woodstock '94.
You should wait till you're 80, Dillon. I mean, it's coming up. So.
You better get going, bro. I think we all should.
I got to do that one
Get your-
time.
I already got the shingles. I mean, I'm not going to get that again.
Say check off the marathon off the bucket list.
So what changes now? Here's what happened. I feel like Dillon wasn't even there. Out of nowhere, Connolly decided we had a podcast. He invited me like he does. He invites me to come, and then he abuses me for 20 minutes to tell me that we're revamping the show. I'm going to talk less, which is fine because I'd actually prefer to talk less.
You
But
haven't talked any less.
well, I was waiting for the
What
new
episode
rules.
does that happen?
What
bro?
are the new rules exactly? What's going to happen?
Do we get to yell at you if you talk too much?
No, listen. I think there was a lot going on. Summer's tough, right?
Okay.
Summer's always tough. It's hot. I knew Dillon was getting ready to go out of town. Think you and I both probably going through some stuff. I
kind of
just felt
stuff?
like
What
just
is it?
life stuff going on, and I just feel like we needed to, guys. We did a podcast once a week for 3 years. We didn't miss a week.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that's
You did good.
and it's not
Dillon
easy.
missed
I actually called you guys after a while. I was like, hey, what's going on? Do we still have a show? Or
It was actually weird. It felt like an ex-girlfriend like trying to show back up out of nowhere.
Right,
You know,
no,
Dillon
so
was
listen,
like,
so-
hey,
Dillon,
what's
you
up?
you were going out of town. I thought
Yeah.
this is a good time to press the pause button. We're going to revamp some stuff. We got social help. We got.
So what are we revamping?
So am I going to get paid?
You're going to get paid.
Yeah,
Yeah. And by the
baby.
way, everybody's getting paid, and we
Yeah,
got
it's
help
like a
in the
real
office
podcast now.
and social
I
clips.
thought there was like a bit coming with this, no?
What bit coming? Well, no, we have
I thought
partners.
big checks were coming.
We have partners in.
Connolly promised me that he would give like
like a
sweepstakes check. No?
We're
like
gonna
if you win a
take-
golf tournament.
Yeah.
That's how he got me here. I
That's what
swear
we're
to
gonna
God.
do. That's what we're gonna do. No, but no, right? You know, we're
No,
we're
it's really
officially
funny. though. I'm
funded.
being very serious though. Connolly said, I'm going to present you guys with big checks. So I was like,
Can I be
now,
paid in cash?
Since I've been here, though,
like, I want an envelope.
The only thing I've been presented with is another E, who I
Another
Another E and Stock Tip Dave, and they're both sitting there. No, but we're next week we're gonna go back to covering the episodes. We're gonna be a little more interactive. We're gonna have some guests and
Interactive with each
I mean,
other.
I think the show just needed. I think we needed a break, bro. I think we needed a hiatus.
I got to tell you. So I just want to say clearly to the audience because I never. First of all, you never talk negative about your own show, but people have been loving the podcast.
Yeah.
I know. I
They love it.
thought we hit a slow spot.
We did.
And by the way, the last show we did was probably our best show ever. I mean, it was
we hit no
great.
slow
We
spots, and I don't
laughed our asses off.
think you ever put that out there because it's like we
I thought we lost a little momentum.
But what I want to say to the audience is
Maybe you did, bro.
what we need from the audience is though you need to start. It's simple. Forward the podcast to a friend. Let's get some more people going on this so we can get this rolling and really get an audience. Then I want to know from you guys again. I know I keep asking this on air because I think it actually does something. We got another offer to go to Australia, which I'm dying to go for the Australian Open tennis tournament. That's not why we would go, but do some shows in Australia. Again, I know you guys aren't going to give me commitments here. I don't even know what they're offering us. So we need to know either yes or no. So we need to
I'm down. I just
talk to
didn't
the
want to
agents.
do it over the summer,
Oh, I
It's
didn't even
nice
know.
here.
To be honest with you, I don't even know what happened over the summer.
Yeah, because
I
it's
get,
going to
like,
be cold there. So when it's cold here, it'd be nice to go to Australia.
Well,
in their
December,
summertime.
unfortunately, though, like the Australian Open, it could be 105 degrees. But I would love to go to that tennis
I'll be
tournament.
on Bondi Beach surfing.
But we
Bondi
just,
Beach is awesome. You get your ass bitten by a shark out there, bro.
No, it's shark.
Bondi.
I eat
There
sharks.
are great white sharks at Bondi Beach, bro.
you guys just need to have your reps. Since I'm not represented.
I
by
will
anyone.
drown the shark.
I have told you countless times.
Yeah.
I am. You read the email. I said I'm in. That's it.
I didn't see it. You told me you were
I
I
gonna reply.
responded. I replied.
I don't
to-
think you put me on there.
I did. I replied to everybody. I just said, "Yo, I'm in. Let's go." That's it. I don't,
All
I
right.
don't know.
I don't even know what
I don't know
their
how many times.
offer is.
How many times I have to say it.
6.
But let's talk about.
I want club appearances too.
Right.
Club appearances, nightclub
we're doing
appearances.
night-
I hope they don't have to blood work you after some of your diseases.
Hopefully you're shingle free.
By the way,
that
can
time.
Dillon even get in the country? That's the
By the way, the
Guy's
Aussies
radioactive.
are pretty
They don't
tough.
fuck around.
They're like
It's like
Dylan's
Novak Djokovic and Kevin Dillon have been banned from
Dylan's
Australia.
stuck at the airport. They wouldn't let him out of the airport.
Oh man, you guys.
So no pickleball or light pickleball.
I'm injured. It's unbelievable.
No, I'm talking about
no way.
pickleball talk on the podcast, right? That was one of the things that we were going to
Oh,
fix.
I
right?
didn't. Until,
No pickleball.
By the way,
No,
until,
light pickleball.
And he said no more stocks too.
it was funny that he said no more pickleball because right now I'm injured and haven't been playing and I'm depressed. But
Because of pickleball, I hear the pickleball injuries like crazy.
But I
nowadays.
didn't. What I was saying is I didn't agree to any of his things. And when he said a big check was coming, I'm like, oh, it depends how big the check is. I'll do whatever you say if the check is
Well,
correct.
Dylan, you know what I said to Doug? I said, Doug, what do you? I said, why don't you do a pickleball podcast? You know what he said? I don't want to talk about pickleball. Do you want to talk about pickleball? You love talking about pickleball.
I talk
favorite
about
subject.
pickleball in terms of life. And by the way, we had a nice reviewer who said, I just miss you guys. Talk about pickleball, talk about anything. I just want you back. And we're back. So, but
I just
We're
think we
going to
should
talk
be aware
about
of it.
cornhole now instead. No more pickleball. Cornhole.
I mean, by the way, did you play cornhole yesterday?
I did not. No.
That didn't
I
have
golfed
to happen.
yesterday.
Wait, what kind of weird
No,
question is
Chris
that?
Chelios
No,
is
because
in
Dylan was
town.
going to a
and,
beach party, and he plays
Yeah,
high.
not really a beach party. I was just going to go over to Chris's house
He
and
plays
play some
serious
pretty high
cornhole,
level cornhole.
What a fucking creepy. I mean,
What are you talking about,
Wait,
pickleball
do you
player?
get a call and like, hey,
called
want to come over
eye-hand
for
coordination.
cornhole?
Yo, this is
As a matter of fact, Chris Chelios wouldn't even call it cornhole. He calls it throwing some bags. They say,
That's
"Yeah,
better,
let's
by the way.
throw some bags.
That's
throw some
better.
bags.
Yeah.
But listen, but this guy's like, this is a very tense. They have like big tournaments
Oh,
and
dude.
like it's.
Have you
Yeah,
ever had a
this is
fight?
going to be a mellow
Have
situation.
you ever had a fight at a corn throwing
There have
tossing
been
a bag thing?
there have been fights.
That's
Let's
awesome.
just say there have been.
What do you get in a fight about? Like illegal
About
tosses?
what
or-
the
Keeping
score is.
score.
It's usually the score.
right.
You're like, no, that's not the score. This is the score.
Have you ever seen a pickleball fight?
Yeah, I have.
Really?
Yeah.
But over. I wasn't in the kitchen.
No, I mean, there's more reason to fight in pickleball
Do
than cornhole.
rackets get
Line-
thrown and-
Line calls. I've seen rackets thrown. I've seen fights break out, and I think, by the way, again, we'll get off the subject, but everybody, just like I used to do on this little show called Entourage, where I'd predict the future, pickleball. They went
It's here
crazy
to
last
stay.
week. Tom Dundon, who owns the Carolina Hurricanes and Top Golf, and the Steve Kuhn, who owns Major League Pickleball. They're two separate leagues. They just had a war. And I'm not being funny. My friends who were teaching pickleball a month ago just got guaranteed contracts from anywhere from $200,000 to over $1 million. They probably spent $20 million last week on pickleball. So the thing is,
I've been
it's
seeing it
real.
on TV. It's real.
It is real. And I told you about it when you thought it was like some
No, that's not true. I was like,
So, did you get hurt playing pickleball?
I got hurt playing pickleball, and I don't even know
So
what's
what
wrong.
did you hurt? Your knee? Because I hear
here's
knees
the
are
other thing.
going.
You know,
right?
Doug's
Knees
been in the weight room, bro.
Yeah.
I can't tell. Really? Ooh, look at those pythons.
So
And he's got that thing about him, right? Like
I'm ready to go.
he's just got, you know what I mean?
I know.
You know what?
I don't know what you mean.
So I have
he's got a chip on his shoulder.
I have a guy who thinks it's this thing called IT syndrome, which is your IT band, and like my knee just locks up. 1 minute I'm fine, the next minute I can't walk. It's not
all
good.
the time.
Wow.
And
Your body's held up pretty well.
I have a Danny Werfel charity event in 15 days that I got to be ready for, where I was in the semifinals last year.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood. You got to be ready for that tournament.
And then I'm gone for New York, by the way. I'm going to be in New York from the 20th to the 30th. So I'm just giving you my checkout dates.
I'll be there September 11th, doing a little something for Cantor Fitzgerald, little charity
nice.
thing. Yeah. But let's hang. How long are you going to be
Let's
there
hang
for?
and not
Let's
do
hang.
I'm going to be on the
podcast.
island.
Wait a second.
All right.
What month are you
We'll
guys
go into
talking
the
about?
city.
September.
September. So,
Yeah, I'm gone from the 20th to the 30th.
all right. Well, we're the next podcast we're going to do, because this is a good episode and it's going to be a good one to cover. We're going to
Well, me and Doug will be in New York City.
No,
We'll do a little.
We'll do it before you guys go. But we want to do season 5, episode 1, which is where we find Vince in Mexico.
starting.
That's a good one.
Oh, that is good.
That's
You
a
just
good
tell me where to be and I'll be there. What else we can talk about today? What else we got?
Let's see. We talk about some of the new rules. So we got E. Peyton. You met Peyton.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes, I did.
these guys are going to help organize. If you got questions, you need anything, you
I don't have any
call. You
questions.
call these
You got
guys.
any
You don't right
questions?
now, but you do have questions.
I do?
Yeah, you do.
Like what?
Just generally speaking, you will have a lot of
All right.
questions. So but with times and we're back. We're back, and we're gonna do.
Yeah. Cool.
We're gonna make some money this time around, and we're gonna do.
You gonna throw some video in there for
we're gonna
a little video and
full YouTubies.
Okay.
Action Park Media YouTube. We're doing a big social push. Doug, are you ready to give up the Victory Social handle to a social media manager? Or do
Maybe.
do you want to do a partnership?
Well, they'll probably do a partnership. We'll see how they do.
Like you're not
Yeah.
giving up the password.
No, I don't
you'll
care about
share it.
I don't care about the password. What are they going to keep it from me? But sometimes I want to post things.
I mean, why
and,
not have both of you guys do?
Yeah.
Just the more the merrier.
But
I
I
like
don't-
Doug helps me with my
We want to
Instagram.
make it uniform, Sometimes you go off topic. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
By the way, this guy who's built this fucking thing to 93,000, which
good,
is
by the way, which is not easy.
By the way,
Is
with
that our numbers?
with almost no new content. So I think I've done all right with that.
Are you
So-
going to do the Ramble On podcast?
If there's something to say, which right now there really isn't. We've had some crazy
No, but I'm
meetings.
saying it's still
I might,
you. It's
I'll
still
turn
you.
it back to
That's-
Hollywood ways until Ramble On has.
I just think don't you think you're confusing? You're confusing the audience. You can get on Ramble On and just ramble.
It's not like I got 10 million people, so there's
Yeah, but
9,000
small
people on the
pocket-
Ramble
There's
On.
a small pocket of people that really like to.
You know what? I don't. The Ramble On podcast was always be when the show goes. Charlie's going to do the Ramble On podcast, and if he wants me, I would do it with him. But otherwise, we'll see. I don't know.
We'll
We'll
do
see.
double dipping with Dillon.
But by the way, double dipping with Dillon.
Ew. You're gross.
Well, if yeah. So
All right. Well, listen. So that's it. This is the intro episode. We're back.
All right.
Football season is upon us. We'll
By the
talk
way,
a little
football season. I was thinking, is it too late to do like fantasy football? The three of us, or
we got
everyone
Thursday.
in this,
We
everyone
are-
could do it. Ethan,
Games
yeah.
are Thursday.
Oh, I got some thumbs up
No,
from the booth.
we already have it, bro.
What do you mean you have it?
You weren't invited, Kevin.
We
Sorry.
didn't
Oh,
think
man.
you wanted to play. I would, dude. Are you kidding? It would have been great to have you. in the league.
He was scared.
We do have the APM fantasy football team, and now I feel
Really?
fantasy football league. Now,
I can't
now
get in now, huh?
There's
Well, we
4
drafted-
people that work here.
No,
How many-
it's a 10-person league.
I want a redraft.
Who are the 10 people?
We
football
have
season
other-
hasn't started
Laura
yet.
Rush is what? Laura Rush. We have
Laura
people from
Rush
last
does not
year.
work at Action Park Media.
Doesn't matter. It's based out of the. it's
Are
the
you
league.
in, Doug?
No.
I mean, I wasn't invited.
Well, you know why? Because Doug.
So now we
doesn't-
can't talk
you know
about
what
it.
Doug,
Can't be a
Doug does. Doug like signs up on a team and then he has somebody else play.
really.
So what?
Well, it's annoying. It's annoying.
I hire a general manager,
You hire-
trainer.
you pay someone?
Doug's like, oh, how much? Doug pays his half. And then he just kind of roots along.
Can
for
I
the
tell you what the
professional-
problem is?
Am I right? Am I right?
Can I tell you what
Takes
the
up a
problem
lot
is?
of time. It's a
Dillon,
time suck.
You know what the problem is?
It's not that big of a time suck.
He's mad at me from 2004. We were fantasy in a fantasy football league, and he won. And I said, I'm not going to pay you
You know what?
Really?
Yeah.
You know what, Doug?
Why
Doug
weren't you paying him?
because
No,
I
no.
said I write
I-
you lines. I'll make you enough money.
I won the league. And
Yeah.
Doug turns to me and he says, "You know what the best part about this?
I don't have to pay you.
It's like we both won. And I said,
You didn't win, Doug.
I go, how exactly? I said, well, you're never getting paid. You're never getting paid. And I was like, okay, yeah,
You will
sure.
never
okay.
see that money.
No, it's I won as well.
Either I pay you,
I feel great
or
right
you
now.
get story arcs on the
I'll
show.
tell you what. I think we
choose.
should let's redo the draft.
We could
talk about it.
By the way, the game is Thursday. I mean, we could put together but we could also do a weekly one.
We could do it tonight.
Hey, is Scotty in there? Scotty's in.
Is there a weekly draft thing?
But yeah, we could do it like every week.
Can I tell you what's sad, Kevin? For real, I mean this when I think about friendships and personality. He's not even going. You know what, Kev? I got a team. Why don't you look it over? If you want to be partners with me, we'll do it. He's not even offering anything. He's just like, nah.
You're out.
I'm a pretty good fantasy
draft
football
without
player.
you guys.
I don't need his thoughts on like, the number 2 running back, bro. Last thing because I'm
Look how
telling you,
sad Dillon is.
Saquon.
the problem when you have the partners, right? Like, so your buddy's like, I really think we should start so and so, and then you're like, fuck, if he's right, you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't, right? So if I'm
with you.
It just muddies the water.
That's
no,
why
you're not.
I don't interfere with my GM.
You don't do
I
anything.
let him do whatever
You pay
he wants.
$100 to watch somebody else's picks, which is weird. It's just weird.
David Leibowitz, my old college roommate, he's honestly a genius. He
You
wins
got to
every
put
year.
in your own lineup. You got to put in.
I
Your own
like
lineup.
to just watch. I don't put the real Giants lineup.
We're
I
gonna do
watch.
I like to watch.
So disgusting.
You-
He's got
he does
shingles.
like
You
to
want to
watch.
watch a guy with shingles?
It's like Chauncey Gardner. Chauncey
Chauncey
Gardner.
being there.
And also,
reference-
too,
I like to watch.
Dylan just grabbed his penis when he said that too.
I did not.
Yes, you did, Kev.
Oh
Please.
no, we're gonna go to the videotape.
Don't make me go to
By
the
the way,
videotape. for
Kevin
the
Dillon is making
social-
Well,
being
when
there
you got as much
references.
meat as I have, which you don't, you don't have that problem.
Be honest. No bullshit. I won't judge you.
Are we
Did you
talking
get a
about-
shingles on your dick or not?
No,
Okay.
That's so, dude. This.
I just want to
I got
know
a
what
little bit on
happened.
my side.
You've been
but the
just,
shingles.
On the side of your dick?
You're far more vulgar than you were before the break.
I have not gotten
Dog,
a check
I'm-
yet.
I'm
I'll change
crying.
as
I
soon
got
as I
tears
see
in
the
my
check.
eyes.
By the way,
right
I
now.
like the vulgar side. It's just out of character.
Yeah, no,
So,
it's-
yeah.
you're so
now you're
You
scary.
said like
so
dick
sure.
and like dick and Pete. Like if you've had a foul
So you think
mouth
I'm
since you
different?
sat
I love
down.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
You've gotten.
You haven't lost any of your edge.
You might
You've
be
been
going
pumping
senile.
iron.
I'm
I'm
not
wondering, you think it's the creatine? I'm actually getting nervous. I'm not even kidding.
Are you doing creatine?
Yeah. Am I doing it? It's a natural supplement. It's
Yo,
not
you
like-
should get
No,
on.
no. I mean, yeah,
should
but
get on
doing
it.
it.
you
You
have
should
to
do
do
a
it.
cycle
I
of
mean, you got to take the
HGH.
pills or
I can't
whatever.
do
HGH.
cycles. I'm not
Why?
injecting myself with
Why?
shit. I don't know.
HGH?
First of all, I've worked so hard, which
you got to stick a needle in your
yeah.
butt or whatever.
Also,
Ew.
the hair
Ew.
is coming on strong, which I'm ready to unveil for good in like 2 months.
yeah. Last time I saw you, you were bald, man. You shaved everything
I shaved
off.
it, and now it's all coming in, and now the new growth comes. But testosterone removes your hair. You lose hair, so I don't want to lose hair.
Yo, Dylan, I'm gonna send you this thing, and I want you to watch it right now. Did you see Gary Busey?
Gary
No.
Busey had a hit and run.
Yeah,
on video.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not like an injury, but
Hold on.
He hit someone?
yeah,
You-
and
you-
ran away.
I'm
It's
texting
really
you.
phenomenal.
I'm texting you
Oh
this
my
link
God.
right now,
It
Kev.
seems like a bit. The woman's like, "You hit me." He's like, "Progressive Insurance," and he
Hold on.
drives off.
Kev, I just texted to you. Click the link and keep it by the microphone while you watch it so we can hear it.
I mean, it's
Poor
wild.
Busey. I feel bad.
What do you feel bad for?
That
He's
just
running
didn't
around
look-
hitting people. I mean, how is that?
That
How do you
just
feel
didn't
bad?
look
Don't you
normal.
feel? You're like L.A. people. Don't you feel bad for the victim who was
I'm
hit?
just saying. Don't you think that the guy clearly is like going?
I
like,
think he should not be in a car. He should not be driving a motor vehicle. That's what I think.
a lot of people shouldn't be.
Well,
You're
he's
like,
one.
Crank up the Dylan. You're gonna love this.
I got to get through these commercials first here.
Ah,
boy.
Jesus, you don't have ad free.
TMZ. Wait, you don't pay for
Here we go.
It's commercials cheap.
All right, we can chop this up.
Wow. Talk about now it hit dead spot.
Come on, commercial.
877 cash now. 877 cash now.
Why isn't the U.S. Open score updating?
Watch.
Oh my God! Listen to the horn. Oh my God! Oh my God!
It doesn't matter. That's not how this works.
That's not how this works.
Scuffs all over your car. I want the information. Sir,
No, no.
It doesn't matter. You hit me. You hit my car. No, you rear-ended
She's
me.
pissed.
You can't hit someone and then leave.
Watch him.
Yeah, that's not okay.
He's backing up.
By the way, she's got a great
backing up.
voice.
My car.
It sounds like a bit.
Sir,
Like, who's she talking to? Like, it's like, you
Talking
got
to
his
him. He
plates.
can hear her. The windows are down.
What the fuck? You can't hit someone and then just leave.
Oh my god.
Progressive
Oh
insurance.
my god.
It's like a commercial.
Well, like, I'm Gary Busey. Just call Progressive and say that Gary Busey hit you. I mean, that would be amazing.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
he's easy to find.
he's easy to find.
You know, Progressive gets a call. They're like, again, Busey hit someone again.
Like, no,
He's
but,
had the motorcycle accident, so he can maybe get away with this.
I mean, he's got a great.
But you gotta, you gotta exchange insurance.
but that was a great Progressive ad.
By
Yeah,
the
we
way,
can
we
get a
should have called
Progressive-
Progressive when he wouldn't leave the studio.
Oh, no shit. Oh, you know that I was part of a vehicle setup here in West Hollywood.
A vehicle
What do you mean
setup?
setup?
I was driving through the
Oh, they were
back
trying-
alley, and somebody jumped out and intentionally hit me in like some weird insurance. Thing.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow.
And I can't prove that, but why would I make that up? You guys, come on.
But
Whatever. All
why
jokes
do-
aside,
forgetting
Well,
making
you
it
know
up, why
what?
do you think it?
I just know in my heart that that's what happened.
You have cameras all over that car, so you could see. You could see the guy jump
What
out.
I'm
in
saying
front of
is, like, yeah, it just
That's
felt.
the great
it
thing
just
about
felt,
these
It just
Teslas.
felt
They got cameras
intentional.
everywhere.
It felt very intentional.
You're lucky
so.
they didn't, want to rob.
So,
something.
Well, that's what I was saying. And
what
I
did
got
they
out,
do,
I got
though?
out.
I mean-
I got out of the car. I got out of the car, and I was like, man, there's something felt wrong. I'm like, I'm not comfortable here. So we just did the quick insurance exchange, and I bet it was Friday. It was hot. It was a million people out. But we'd still be waiting there for the car.
And have you heard anything? When was
Yeah,
this?
my car's fucked up. I know that. My car's been in the shop for 2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
Wait, when did this happen?
The Friday before 4th of July.
Wow. I feel
Yeah.
like I don't even know this guy anymore.
That's what I'm saying. It's been a while, so it's great to get back together with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to
You
do
like
it
being
again in
back
2
together?
months.
No, we're
I
back.
had someone did that to me too, like a
it's like-
double break situation.
They're
Where
like,
you-
why? They're like, why do you think that? I'm like, I just know in my gut that was.
But what do they get out of it?
intentional. I don't know. Insurance. Well,
Well,
insurance.
they might have had
companies,
a
who knows? Who knows?
dented front end,
I
and
don't
now
wanna
they're going to
say
get a
too
brand
much
new front end.
because it's an open claim. So I don't want to say too much.
Sure, the insurance adjusters are listening to this podcast.
Well, Kevin, I don't know. I don't know if you get to the footage now, but there's footage in your car of that accident.
It's
By the way,
and
this
that
is
could
part
help-
of
that could
Dylan's
help
like,
you.
I love Tesla stock. You know what they have?
It's a great
Yes,
car, man.
It's a great car.
It's a great
It's
car.
a great car.
And
All
their
right.
numbers in China.
You know how
just
much you
went-
overpaid,
The numbers in
Dylan?
China went through the roof.
you know what
I
you
know.
overpaid?
When you look at the
I did
numbers in
overpay.
China.
Well, of
when
course
you look
they
at the
dropped it
numbers
Of
so
in
course
much.
they
China.
went to the roof. The car is literally you too.
Have you seen the numbers in China?
Car's
Numbers
40%.
in China.
People do not want the
Yeah, but
Trump.
I made up for it
People
on
don't
my
like my
stock.
Trump impression.
That's what I've heard.
From who?
From people, the fans. But
The fans have
Oh,
spoken.
you're pickleball fans.
You can't
What are
fight
talking
public
do you know
opinion,
the
kid.
Tesla is literally like 40% less than it was 6 months ago? I mean, it's
The,
crazy.
ti-
Your
the
car
price
that
of
you
a
bought?
Tesla is cheaper.
Yeah, much cheaper. So,
So what are you saying? You're saying I have a depreciating asset?
well, you leased it, or did you buy it?
I don't want to talk about this.
I haven't paid for gas in a year. It's been great.
I know. Listen, man, I'm in this rental car, and every time I got to get gas, I'm like, this is brutal. I want my Tesla
And
back.
when you want to try and pass someone, you got no power.
I want my Tesla back.
Yeah.
All right, that's it, Victory the
That's
podcast.
it?
We're coming back next week with season 5, episode 1. What's the title of that?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I came up from the bottom, now I'm at the top of the hill. Let's say, look at me now. If it's up, then it's up there forever. We only get better, ain't no looking down. To the top of the whip, now we vibing and shit. Young nigga just riding.